I think the expectation that, and see, one thing about my experience is that um is certain leaders, where in my situation, the person got me when I couldn't get got. And so it's like you got this, the guy has his heart, because like you said, I grew up, my dad wasn't always there. He was there, but he was dealing with his issues. I mean, he did the best he could, but then you see this man of God, or this person that just speak those words of life into you, and they love on you, and you kind of like, oh man, so it's a connection there. And so where in my personal experience is that you become vulnerable as a man. You're vulnerable. You like, well, man, this dude really touched my heart. So you know what? You kind of let your guard down a little bit. And then your heart posture is different, because you like, rather than putting God in that spot, like, okay, well, God, I'm going to you. You tend to look at that person bigger than you do God. I know that's what happened to me. God told me, he said, don't put a man in the place that I belong. And so that's the big mistake that we make. We tend to put people in this space where God belongs, in space. But also, I will say that, being, like you said, the church itself is not the hurting, it's the other situation. But I think the biggest mistake that churches do, and I know you don't do this, they tend to kind of feed off of that celebrity status, and say, you know what, this person's treating me bigger than life, so rather than going to serve, I want to be served. And so they go from saying, you know what, maybe I am all that, because people are, they get the big head. You know what I'm saying? They start off right. You seen events. They start off right, but then the money and all that stuff come. Then they flip the script, and I'm like, what's up with this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's up with this? Why are you changing, since you got a couple dollars in your pocket? You know what I mean? So
No, I mean, so I'll tell you a situation that messed me up, like messed
Mhm.
me all the way up.
Yeah.
I was pastoring, and my wife and I were meeting with a disgruntled member.
Oh, okay.
And of course, with the whole notion of, I'm very, mindful of people being hurt or being offended.